Yeah, this is Wikipedia, Black Buck, and in post or Reconstruction, right, during slavery, building up America, United States, Black Buck or Black Bull was a racial slur used to describe a certain type of so-called African American, which really is Israelites, right? Man, in particular, the caricature was used to describe black, which really means, which actually talking about Israelites, because we're the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? And black is a color, not a nationality, right? Or many shades of brown from the tribe of Israel, from the nation of Israel, from whatever particular tribes you're from, right? So, who absolutely refused to bend to the law of white authority and were seen as irredeemable, violent, rude, and lecherous, right? So, and that lecherous goes into being lustful, which really goes back to really Esau, because Esau puts on the things that he really is upon us. He's the one who's violent. He's the one who's actually rude. He's the one who's lascivious, man. Lituous. Right? He's the one that's lituous. Right? He's a pedophile, a homosexual, right? All those things that who he really is, he tries to throw that off on Jake, right? And on top of that, throwing black that's not even a nationality, right? But these are the things that it shows you that the Most High was showing that that Jake is gonna have his hands in the neck of Esau, man, real soon, right? Because that could easily have been a thing for the Illuminati. Because a bird that's a phoenix shines. You know what I'm saying? That's the light, right? It's illuminated, but somehow, you know, the way they set up all these things, you know, for me, it looks more like this what, you know, I don't know, this what the Spirit told me. And it just looked, so I wanted to just throw a, you know, put a spiritual twist on it. Yeah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kahalolim Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakal Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim and the Four Winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking their lives more now than ever. You know, the hopeful elect that soon will be the elect, right? Because the end is near. So, you know, to the Israelite foreigners who phenotype that may look like another nation, but your bloodline goes back to Israel, and you have come back to the fold. Shalom. To the sister Akwaf listening in silence. Shalom. This is your brother Aram Yahawada with the lesson, right? And this was an idea that came to me while I was at work. I was working, and you know, I'm from Phoenix, and so I wanted Phoenix to win. And I was thinking, dang, man, why Phoenix didn't win, man? That would have been really great for the city, man. But I started really just thinking about it, and I'm thinking bucks. I'm like, didn't they used to call us bucks in slavery? So I'm thinking like, I was like, well, maybe this is like a sign from the Most High. Now, I might be pushing the issue. I understand, but you know, it really kind of looked like, if you follow me a little bit. So I started thinking. I'm thinking, okay, bucks go back to slavery, right? The slaves were bucks, right? And the Illuminati is known to be what the illuminated one, and the phoenix is technically an illuminated bird. It's on fire, right? So I'm like, okay, right? And then I just started thinking of certain things. So, like, the first 2 games, Phoenix was winning. And matter of fact, if you want to go into game 3, they were winning, beating them by a pretty significant margin. I think almost 20 points, and they came back from a 20-point loss to win, right? So this is, you know what I mean? This scripture came to mind. Yeah, so this is Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, right? You can go to church on Sunday. You can go to church on Saturday. You can, there's Christmas and Easter and Mother's Day and all this other nonsense that he changed the times on. Your Greco-Roman Babylonian calendar, which is technically what it is. To change the times and the laws, like I said, you can get tattoos. Apparently, you can make cuttings in your flesh. Apparently, you could trust in men and not God, right? You could trust in their so-called science, right? What is it? Yeah. And they shall be given into his hand, right? Which we were. The Lord said that on many numbers. We were given into their hand. Not that they actually just beat us in that way, but it tells you that every battle is of the Lord. Whether who wins, who loses when it comes to wars, or even basketball games, right? Technically, everything's of the Most High, right? Even when they think they're scheming, shaving points or whatever, however they're doing it. But technically, it's of the Most High. So I started thinking, like, everything's the Most High, you know what I mean? And when you're dealing with the bucks, which was the slaves, and technically the phoenix is, like I said, an illuminated bird. Watch this. It says, and shall wear out the saints, and they shall be given into their hands, right? And they wore out the saints, shall be given into their hands until the time, right? Time, right? And time, which is 2. Like when you think about the game, they were up 2-0. So time and a time, right? And a dividing of time when you go into that third game, they were up like 2 games, and it looked like they were going to win that third game, but somehow they lost. The Phoenix Suns lost that game, right? But the judgment shall set. What the Lord has set up, the judgment is there. It's set. The judgment is set, and they shall take away his dominion and consume and destroy it unto the end, right? Yeah. So this is a Hosea chapter 6 verse 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for he have torn, and he will heal us, right? He delivered us into their hand. He has torn, but guess what? He will heal us, right? He have smitten us, right? By giving us into the hand of the devil, of Esau Edom, and he will bind us up, right? He will heal us, put us back up, right? After 2 days, and he will receive us. And in the third day, right? The third game is when, you know what I'm saying? The third game is when the Bucks won. And after that, Phoenix didn't win any more games. And on the third day, will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight, right? Going into the kingdom, right? Yeah, this is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thus not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumph of the wicked, right? Because Suns was win. It looked like the Phoenix Suns was going to win. Looked like the illuminated bird was going to win, right? That the triumph of the wicked is short, right? He knows that he got but a short time, right? And joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to heaven, right? Now follow me. A bird is initially supposed to fly, even though phoenix bird is like a mythical bird, but it's still a bird, right? It's supposed to fly. And when you deal with the Illuminati, with their pride, they're illuminated, and everybody else is in the dark, gross darkness to people, which is in Isaiah, right? And they pretty much know that according to the scriptures, because that's how they do everything. That's how they run the earth, but they do it on the opposite, right? Right? Joy, but for a moment, though, yes, excellency mounted to heaven, his head reaches unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So yeah, where's the Phoenix Suns now? They're done. They'll probably never get there ever again. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is Job 20 in the blue letter. That which he labored for, he shall restore, and shall not swallow it down, according to his substance shall the reconciliation be, and he shall not rejoice therein, right? So all that Esau has done, controlling the earth, ruling over everything, having Jake into slavery, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Taking everything we had, the gold, the silver, the land, our time, our effort, our blood, our sweat, our tears, and, even our hearts, because, Jake be really like, love Esau, love America, you know what I mean? I was at, went to go get like some happy hour, and there was a Jake, so-called Issacharite, and he was talking about he was in the he was a veteran and such, and he's proud of it, and I'm thinking, this guy, but he's already old. He's an old bottle, so I didn't go into it or nothing. I would just listen to him, tell his little war stories, and but that'd be Jake, though. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, you should not rejoice in him, because he have oppressed the poor, and and have forsaken the poor, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, Salakia, because he have violently, right? Because he's the real violent man, right? Taken away in house which he built not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, right? You know how your stomach rumbles when you're hungry, and you be like, dang, I'm hungry. And you go eat something, and then your stomach feels good. You don't hear that rumbling anymore. Well, that's not gonna happen to him. He's gonna keep hearing that rumble. He's gonna be hungry, right? You know what I'm saying? Shall not. Yeah, and he shall not save of that which he desire, right? You know, ruling the earth, you know, got the whole world on lockdown, you know. What are they calling? They calling it the mandatories. Got everybody on mandatory. If you don't do this mandatory thing, you could lose your job, you know. So, you know, but it's not gonna go the way he think it's gonna go. The prophecies are all gonna be fulfilled, so don't get that twisted. But it's not gonna go the way he think it's gonna go. You know what I mean? According to his time, according to his draconian laws and changing of times. You know what I mean? Because the most high is you know is the true timekeeper, right? So yeah, there shall none of his meat be left there, for shall no man look for his goods, right? And you gonna have any. You gonna be like, oh, Esau, where's your riches? Remember, you were the richest people on the planet, and in the fullness, right? In the fullness of his sufficiency, right? When he got this new world order all together, right? Billions of people chipped up. He shall be in straits, right? Which is a hard time, difficult time. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. Now, look, when you deal with that, that's why I wanted to go into the blue letter for this, because when you deal with the bucks, which is slavery, right? Every hand of the wicked normally is Esau, but in this case, the wicked are what? The laborers, the ones who are working in the field, the slaves, you know what I mean? The workmen, the toiling, the ones who were in slavery under Esau. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that one say. Mistreated. Right? Because ain't that what they call us? Right? And technically Esau even tried to, you know what I mean? He tried to call us wicked. But this word wicked goes into labor, which goes into slaves, those bucks. Those bucks that wasn't for the laws of Esau, but really we're the Israelites. And now the Israelites is not for the laws of Esau. Right? So, yeah, call Loyum Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakal Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim and the Four Winds. You know what I mean? Keep pushing. We almost home. The end is near. The Israelite foreigners who phenotype that look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel, man. Shalom, man. Stay in the fold. Hey, we almost home. So Sister Akwaf, listen and learn this in silence. Hey, we almost home. Right? So, death to America.